adventure! We were back on the road and full of excitement as we were off to Hobbiton. We even made up some of our own travel Hobbit songs.
Me a home among the hobbits with lots of fobbits. A ring or two and there's only one ring! Okay guys, here comes a right turn. I've been signaling that I'm gonna go right for about 500 meters. So I think they know. Okay, wide right. Looking for danger. Oncoming traffic. No, no. Into the wide lane. And we're good. It's a lot harder than it looks, guys. It's very counterintuitive.
We traveled endless country roads and saw endless amounts of sheep. But finally, we made it to Hobbiton. We met our host Henry Horn and started heading to the Hobbiton grounds straight away.
The Hobbiton movie set was found by flying over here in an aeroplane way back in September of 1998. Globally, we are the first movie set to be created, permanent, and we're the largest movie set ever built to make a movie. So that's not taking away from all the locations around the world where they've filmed movie. This is actually a purposely constructed venue to make a movie, and that's the point of difference. And so we now have that legal obligation to maintain that illusion, and through our partnership with Sir Peter Jackson, we've been able to create this opportunity. And so internationally, we are the first of a kind.
You know, it seems to me like a real general attitude here in New Zealand is an attitude of kind of like respect and preservation, you know, even just keeping it as it is and taking good care.
After our short drive, Henry walked us through the gates as we entered the magical grounds of Hobbiton.
That is so cool.
We're lucky because of where we are geographically.
Stepping into Hobbiton is an amazing experience because of the realistic nature of the hobbit holes and the grounds themselves. Everything feels so tangible and real and alive. I feel like I've been transported to Middle Earth.
The Hobbiton set originally was built with substandard materials, had no foundation to the back of the houses, so it was all about the movie process. And so they created this beautiful little village, but it was very substandard. And so when we took over the opportunity to run tours, we had the remnants. They had no doors, windows, chimneys, no gardens. So we brought people on a journey of what was done to create a movie.
Over 70 workers and craftspeople spent 2 years creating this masterpiece. It is the amazing attention to detail that makes Hobbiton come to life. The homes have curtains in the windows, pipes and trays, woodworking, flower pots and flower beds, clean wash hanging to dry, freshly cut firewood, crafting projects. There's a real orchard with quince, apple, and pear trees, and a real garden that is actually growing fruits and vegetables. Hobbiton is a living set and so beautiful in so many regards. And since everything is so real, I just decided to knock on a door and see what would happen.
Hello? Hello!
It's been a transition over many years to be where we finally are today. And so it's been a journey of mixed emotions for some of us because we've gone from what was our original start, which we were pretty excited about, to where we are today.
Would you say it's been an unexpected journey?
Unexpected journey, especially for this dairy farmer.
As we walked the grounds, Henry gave us even more interesting facts about Hobbiton.
So this is the party tree, and that is the reason why they chose this time of the year.
They came here originally just to shoot Bilbo's birthday scene, and then they realized that they could actually build Hobbiton within the Shire here. Wonderful.
The artificial oak tree above Bag End, which just finishes it off. It's actually artificial. Built in Wellington. It's got a fiberglass trunk, silicon branch lines, and the last metre and a half thereabouts of every branch is deadwood, where they've actually wired on the plastic leaves. So we're going to head up here, get a little bit closer to Bag End.
We're going to where Bilbo lives, and then where Frodo lived.
I'll take you back to the Fellowship of the Ring. Gandalf arrived up here, he hopped off his cart, he climbed that staircase, he knocked 4 times on the door of the staff to be told no visitors, well wishes or distant relations. What about very old friends, says Gandalf. Bilbo walked through the door, met Gandalf on the patio, they had a small embrace, and as they parted, Gandalf said to Bilbo, "You haven't aged today."
This is so amazing.
We said goodbye to Bag End and headed down to Bagshot Row.
So what you see behind me is featured in the last scene of Lord of the Rings, the trilogy. It's the home of Samwise Gamgee, and basically what happens is after Sam sees his friends off to the White Shores, which is a metaphor for death, he returns to his wife and his child and the simplicity of coming home. And so to actually be here at his home, experiencing that moment, kind of makes me oddly nostalgic in a weird way, even though it's not mine or anything like that, but yeah, I think it's a really beautiful scene because after so much traveling and so much adventure, in the end, what you want is peace and security and food. First dinner, second dinner, all the dinners, all the time. Good night.
We decided to take a quick walk out of Hobbiton to the neighboring Bywater to visit the Green Dragon.
The Green Dragon's calling. Gotta get this delivery there by sunset. It's gonna take a while. My horse is not here. All this touring has made me pretty thirsty, so we're gonna pop into the Green Dragon for a quick little brewski, courtesy of Hobbits. Oh, I know. Maybe they'll be able to have something there that's pint-sized.
Ah, a happy hearth. Ooh, detailed dragon woodworking.
This is where Rosie had her bar, and here comes my delicious drink, served by the biggest hobbit I've ever seen. He also has phenomenal hair. Thank you.
Fresh brew. What a micro brew. And a quick selfie for the memory box. Thank you, Henry, and thank you, Hobbiton.